Is it on? Is this thing recording? Welcome back to another episode of Is It On with me, your host, Marquise Williams. And today's episode, the theme is really for Thanksgiving. And yes, I do have a special guest coming on today. But before we go into that, I want to give a shout out to everybody that has been supporting me because, shoot, I got these bowls from the support. No shade to them. But today's episode, I have a special guest coming on, my best friend. Give it up for hashtag Miss Hodge.
Hey everybody, I'm excited to be here today. I go by Shay, and I'm Marquise's best friend.
And that's right. Today, let's just get straight to the foods right now. Today, I will be making some barbecue ribs.
And I'll be making baked macaroni and cheese, the ghetto style.
And the first thing I really want to talk about is the ribs. Because that's like the easiest, the fastest thing. It really depends on how you make it. See, the way I make it, I like to boil it because I like my ribs to fall off the bone. I'm sorry, I used
Make
to
sure
I
it's
used,
juicy.
Right, I used to have a big back. Now I don't no more, but I still eat like it. Okay, so the first thing that I do to my ribs when I'm boiling them, I season them. My seasons are right here. I have some honey garlic from Walmart. It really blessed up. I marinate it in some mustard. Now it's your choice. Cause some people they like to smoke their ribs, but that's late. I use onion powder, some paprika, some garlic, and over here I use one of her items. Don't tell her. But I use adobo and some sazon. And what I did was last night I sauteed it, and then I took like a pot of water. I made sure I seasoned up the water too. And I seasoned it. I let them sit. I put them in at like 1 o'clock. They were done at like 3 o'clock. Cause that's how it's really it's really up to you on how you like your ribs. See, I like mine to fall off the bone, like I said before. So I did this process. The other process, people just put them in the oven. I'm telling you, 9 hours. 9 hours top. So right now I do have the ribs in the oven, but I'm gonna let Shay come and take over and let her tell you how she do hers.
Okay, so I want to start by saying I had to be a little fancy this time because, if you know Marquise, then you know Marquise he's here. He's all the way up here. So today I have chicken bouillon, I have onion powder, paprika, and garlic powder. The important step of baked mac and cheese is your cheese sauce. Now, if you don't do your cheese sauce, then it's not enough cheese. And what is baked macaroni and cheese without cheese, So here's my mixture of cheese. I have sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar. I have a mixture of mozzarella cheese, Colby Jack cheese, a mixture of all types of cheese. And then you need your noodles. Don't forget the noodles. I have carnation milk, I have regular milk, and I have half and half. You'll need an egg and you'll need butter. Okay, and now we bake. Okay, so I need you to shred my cheese if you don't mind.
I do mind, but this is the only time. No shade to her.
No shade, no shade.
Okay.
Okay, so we start with our cheese sauce. After I told you guys your ingredients, you have your seasonings, you have your butter, you have your egg, you have your noodles, you have your milk. You would need to boil some water. Make sure the water is boiled before you start your cheese sauce because once that cheese is melted in the pot, it's time to put it in the pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my noodles in a pot. But if you want, you could season your water, add chicken bouillon. Well, that's my recipe, but that's the way to do it. Or you could add, some people add oil, some people add butter, but I use chicken bouillon because I like flavor. I need to taste it in my noodles. So after we do that, you want to turn on your pot. You could just turn it on low. It don't need to be too high. Okay, the first step is to melt the butter. We have little baby sticks today. New version. New version. How's the cheese going, Marquise?
I feel the cheese is going good. I think I'm about to.
Okay.
Can't believe I did all of this though. This is a lot of work. I feel like I'm in the gym.
I mean, we haven't been to the gym in a minute, but hey.
I know.
Okay. So now that our butter is in our pan, you want to do half and half of this milk, and then you want to just do a cup of regular milk. So half and half, and then regular milk. So I'm gonna start by putting my regular milk first, since it's already in a cup. So we just gonna fill up this cup of half and half milk, because you don't want it to be too much milk, because then your cheese sauce will be watery, and we don't want that.
But Shay, I have a question.
What's the question?
If it comes out too watery, right? Because when you're cooking, mistakes does happen. When it comes out watery, right? Can't they just add heavy whipping cream to bring it back, or no?
Yeah, if that's the type of milk you're using, but I'm not using that. I'm using regular milk and half, so we can't do that. We probably have to add more cheese or more butter, or just no more milk. Just no more milk. Okay, so now that we have that, this is my bowl of my extra sharp cheddar, my smoked Gouda. Oh, I'm telling you guys my secrets. My smoked Gouda, a full thing of smoked Gouda, okay? It's gonna give it flavor. You need that, the different kinds of cheese in your mac and cheese. And then I have a mixture of my Cloven Back cheese. So then we're gonna pour everything into the bowl. Okay.
All right, I'm done with this. This was a lot of work. You want me to stir your...
If you don't mind, you could stir the cheese, because you know my arm's a little weak.
I'm gonna stir this up first.
Okay, so Marquise is gonna go into mixing the cheese for me, and then I'm gonna explain to you guys on how you need to have your noodles before you take them out. You don't need the noodles to be like fully cooked, because they also go in the oven. So you want your noodles al dente, not fully cooked, but you know, just right there. And then after you do that, you want to go into putting your seasoning. So I have onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. Depending on how much seasoning you want for your baked macaroni, you have to watch it. You have to eyeball it. So I'm gonna start with this first. Not too much. Right? And put some.
What is that?
This is onion powder, garlic powder. Just put a little bit for right now, because remember we have to mix and then add more. And then I have some paprika. Okay, Marquise. And this is where you come in, and you stir and stir. You gotta cook and clean and
wash everything.
I'm gonna check on the noodles.
So how long does cheese gotta sit?
Until it melts. You gotta keep turning and twisting and flipping and twisting.
So do you feel like this is the best pot to do it in? Because this pot is the non-stick pot.
We gotta work with what we got. This is what you came here with.
Well, all right.
Okay.
In my opinion, people, I feel like a non-stick pot is better than when you're making like a cheese sauce instead of like a skillet or something. Because you know the skillet is gonna stick to the bottom. When you're using a pot like this, it's not gonna stick.
Okay, I'll mix. You gotta make macaroni and cheese with love. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit. Let that melt in.
Okay, I'm gonna just stir this up for you.
So now I'm gonna go in to tell you guys my secret recipe. So I usually start. So before I add my cheese sauce, I have to make this mix, which allows the noodles to grab together, like stick together. You have your egg. You want to mix that in. Make sure you mix that egg until it's ready. You don't want no big macaroni and cheese and eggs. Okay. Marquise, I need help.
What you need?
Can you open this can for me, please? Because I really don't know how to open it.
Okay.
So then you're gonna go in, well, while we wait for Marquise, you're gonna go in and you're gonna use a full can of carnation milk. You need this. If you don't have this, you gotta go back to the store. You gotta go get some carnation milk.
And let's say this for the people, because we had a friend that,
Story
no
time.
shade to her,
Story
but
time.
she made mac and cheese and used the sweet version. Y'all know the sweet version, the thick one that you use for like it's like a lot of Spanish people use it. It shouldn't be thick. It should be like, you're gonna see it when it comes out, because it's like watery. It's like milk. Do not use the sweet one. Nobody want to eat grits.
I'm gonna just continue on mixing this until Marquise.
Here.
Oh, that was quick. You're starting to move fast now.
I mean, this is nothing. You know, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. When I go home, I'm basically gonna be cooking all over again.
You want to check the noodles to see if the noodles are like
I'm
almost
usually-
done? Because remember, you don't want your noodles soggy. We do not want soggy noodles. No soggy noodles, no watery cheese sauce. We do not want it. If that's where you at, you have to start over. And we don't have time to start over. Thanksgiving is like in what? 5 days? You got to get it together. I'm gonna mix this up.
I didn't even know Thanksgiving
I'm gonna
was.
sit and I'm gonna let that melt a little bit.
Girl, isn't Thanksgiving the 25th?
Baby, it's the 23rd. The 23rd.
See, I'm
the
off schedule.
25th. Where is he at? All right, so I'm gonna pour the carnation milk in. Okay.
And the noodles is not done yet.
Mix,
What I will
mix,
do-
mix. Marquise, can you mix that cheese? Don't forget
Yeah,
about
let
that
me pour-
cheese.
Let me pour something on the ribs real quick.
We don't want no watery cheese sauce or no burnt cheese either. No burnt cheese. I'm gonna mix, mix, mix. You do need to add black pepper. Usually, if me and Marquise is in the kitchen, I have a snack or two. But changing my ways for today. For today.
Just for today?
Only for today.
She ain't lying either, because when she's in the kitchen with me and I'm making fried chicken,
I'm getting the chicken as soon as it come out.
always get a chicken.
I'm getting the chicken as soon as they come out. Okay, we have some black pepper. This is a little ghetto, but we are making ghetto black baked macaroni and cheese, so it's okay. You got to do what you have to do, okay? We gotta eat somehow, some way. You wanna mix that in? Mix, mix, mix. All right, do you mind if I take over? Because I need to take over.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm mine.
You could pour the noodles out because you know you don't want them soggy. It should be good. And this is where it gets fun. Because then the time starts speeding. You got to cut your cheese sauce, cut your noodles. Don't burn me now. And I'm mixing.
Oh my God, it's sink.
So now, you see how the cheese is thick? You want to keep mixing. You want to make sure it's not a lot of, it's not a lot of clumps of cheese. So we're going to keep mixing. Keep mixing. And because I added a little bit of seasoning in the beginning, I'm going to add a little bit more. You have your garlic powder. Throw that in there. You don't need the whole thing. We do not need a lot of salt, okay? Onion powder. This cheese sauce look good. Your paprika for flavor and a little bit of color. Not too much. We don't want no spicy Big Mac and cheese either.
But let's really get into it. Is it really spicy?
And then we got chicken bouillon.
Shay,
Yes.
is it really spicy?
What?
It ain't. Paprika.
It's not. I
for
feel like
look.
it's just red. It's just red at this point. It's just
it
red.
is. That's what it is.
You got cayenne pepper.
It's like basil, basically. Basil got no flavor. It's just for look.
All right, chicken bouillon, just to give it flavor. And this is what you put in your noodles while it's boiling. And now we mix, mix. There we go.
There you go.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm hungry.
Me too. Stop. I'm hungry too.
Now, Marquise, I need for you to pour the noodles in a pan. Now, please. I said, please.
I know. Please go a long way.
You see this?
You want all the noodles?
This is what you call cheese sauce. Oh my God, do you see this? You're looking good so far. Okay. All right. Marquise, can you mix this while I finish up the pan before we have to pour this in?
Yeah.
Gracias, mi amor. I know a little bit.
Uno, dos,
Okay.
tres.
Now we have our pan. I'm gonna move this to the side because we don't need this. Because we use that. So now we have our egg, our carnation milk, and our black pepper. You wanna pour this all over your noodles. You don't need the whole bowl. That's a drag. Okay, we're just gonna pour like this. Oh my goodness. I ain't eat all day, y'all. I'm waiting for this. I'm getting first plate for sure. And now we're gonna just mix. Mix first. If we need to add more, we add more as we go. I'm gonna add a little bit more because we do have a lot of noodles. Because we have to feed the community soon at 5 o'clock. So make sure every noodle got some carnation milk in it.
I think your cheese sauce is ready.
All right, we still need that. You want to mix. Marquise, do you want to do the honors? Actually, nah.
Honors of what?
You're going to do the cheese sauce. That's the important step. So
What, me
I'ma
pouring it?
Yeah, I'm going to allow you to do that. I just want to start by saying I'm really proud of my best friend. We've been talking about this since freshman year, and we're now sophomores. So we in business. We in motion.
For real.
We are in motion.
Standing
if you
on
don't
business.
know, now you know, okay? And if you wasn't eating, now you're eating. So that means it's time to go to the gym. Okay? Mix that in. Okay. So I have my sharp cheddar. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna sprinkle some sharp cheddar all around. Get that mixed in. And you see that my noodles, let me show you guys. My noodles are not fully done. They're done, but they're not fully done. They're not extra big, they're not soggy. You want them just like this because remember they have to go in the oven. Okay, so I'm gonna sprinkle some more in here. Okay. Well, listen, we're just gonna use the whole bag because we have a lot of noodles. Okay. Don't be cheap with the cheese. Cheese is very expensive, but if you're gonna make big macaroni and cheese, you gotta make it good and with all your heart and with all your love, or it will not come out right. Sorry, it will not. This is not something you play around with. This is serious. How's the cheese looking, Marquise?
It looks like my cheese.
It's looking like your cheese?
Is that a problem? Oh, man.
That's mixed in enough. Okay, Marquise, you want to do the honors?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have a choice.
You don't. All right, Marquise, let's go.
You ready?
All right, what you're gonna do? Can you just show them how the cheese look? Just do it. No, just
like
do a
this?
scoop. Yeah. Do it with love, like
Not-
this. Let me show you.
no.
You go like this. And you go like slowly.
It looks the same way I did it.
It don't. Okay, go ahead. You wanna pour it all over? Go ahead.
No, girl, you do it now.
All right, stop. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Oh, I can take it?
Yeah.
I know I'm a man, but my arm is hurting still.
Go ahead, you can take it.
Like,
You want to mix that in. Oh my goodness, I smell it. I just want to taste it. I see it. Oh, you see this? I'm so proud right now. Mix that in. Get every noodle. We don't need not one noodle dry. No dry noodles.
Yo.
Every scoop that you take from this pan should have cheese on it everywhere. Ooh.
That's it.
Yeah. I know it looked like a lot of cheese. This cheese will not mess up your stomach. It will not.
So how long are you supposed to mix this up for?
You just want to make sure you get it. You get the cheese everywhere. Like I said, we don't want no noodles dry. No noodles dry, okay? Now we're gonna go in. Your macaroni pan should look like this. Flat it out, mix with cheese. Oh my goodness. Okay, Marquise, if you want,
Yeah.
can you just spread the cheese around? Make sure you get it everywhere.
All right.
And this is where we top our macaroni and cheese with some shredded cheese. You know, I'm gonna clean because I can't OCD. We don't need this. Oh my God, get everywhere. No spots missing.
And this is why on Thanksgiving, I handle, like, in my house when I'm cooking, I don't got time for things like this. This is just, I don't really, like, I know how to make mac and cheese, but I don't be feeling like doing all this. Like, I'll make the ham, I'll make the turkey, I'll make the pernil. I'm more of making the cakes, you know, the puddings. My
You
sister,
got it everywhere?
she'd be the type to do this. She's like that one auntie that would bring macaroni cheese to a barbecue. I'll probably be on the grill. Do I add more cheese?
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, sorry. Let's get over here. I'm gonna add my Monster Jack cheese all over, the mixed cheese, spice it up. Marquise, can you cut that butter into 5 little pieces? Right?
Yeah.
You're gonna sprinkle that around. Oh my God. I know y'all hungry back there, don't worry. I know y'all hungry.
All right, let me go cut this out.
Right? You wanna get it everywhere. Okay, we don't need all that cheese, but once it's filled up at the top, you have 5 pieces. You wanna spread them around. I usually just stick it in each corner, like this. These are perfect slices. I couldn't even do this.
I mean,
After all, is it on?
let me get this back.
Thank you. Right? Now that we're done with that, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do the Marquis style in his container. You just wanna sprinkle it just a little bit. You're just topping it.
So is season is important in this dish or no?
Yes. Cause you could have macaroni and cheese with no flavor and just cheese and butter and milk. What is that?
Grits.
You know? Grits. We don't have pepper, as you can see, but we do have a pepper pack. You wanna help me
What
with
that
this
calf
one?
do?
This is when the calf come in. Okay? If you ever need pepper and salt, they got it out all the time. Go get you some pepper and salt.
They just don't got adobo, but I mean, we should have known. Yeah.
And this one more. The mac and cheese is already halfway done. Now we just bake. We bake for about 45 minutes. You could come back, keep checking up on it, eyeball it, see how dark you want it, to see if it's brown enough for you, to make sure everything is just how you want it. Now it's up to 45 minutes in your time, basically. And there you have it, ghetto baked mac and cheese. Hello, good morning,
Good
good
afternoon.
night.
So y'all, so since this is done, I'm gonna show y'all the ribs.
So, if you're gonna make baked macaroni and cheese, you know you need meat. So, Marquise is gonna go in and explain to you guys on how you make barbecue ribs.
So everybody, because mother is here. So this is how your ribs should look. So I'm gonna go over with the steps one more time. I'm gonna just speed it up for y'all. So all I did was I boiled them Like, think of it like chicken. Think of it like making chicken, but this meat is a little more tougher. You gotta really break through it. So I boiled them for like 3 hours, but the fire was on low. I made sure I already seasoned them. So when I put them in the pot with the water or whatever, or you could even use broth. When I sat them in the water, I let them sit for like 3 hours, like I said before. After that, I took like a nap, no shade. I took a nap. I came back. Ribs falling off the bone. And the only reason I said don't, like, okay, you want them to fall off the bone, but you don't really want them to fall off the bone in the pot when you're boiling them. Only because when you're making it and when you're baking it, people still want meat. These ribs is tiny, no shade. This back was like $15, you know? But yes, this is how I did it. And yes, so when you're boiling them, you can have an option. You got two options. You can put the barbecue sauce on them like soon as they're done, or you could just put them in the oven and then take them out and then put the barbecue sauce on. However you like it. I like my barbecue ribs really drenched with the barbecue sauce. I don't know about you, but I know about me and mine. But yeah.
Last step of the meal. We gotta make the plates. We don't got plates because we gotta save it for Thanksgiving, y'all. Plates is expensive nowadays. All right. Oh my goodness,
Ooh.
do you hear that? Let me bring that mic.
Oh yeah, we won that competition.
Oh my goodness. If you scoop up your macaroni and it stays on the spoon, you know what you're doing. Give me a pat on the
Here we
back.
go. Girl, you gonna leave me hanging? I'm about to drag you.
You just said that right there. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, you could get some. I see you staring. You just want to put that like that.
So y'all, I'm about to, plate this good old nasty rib on this plate. Now, think about these ribs. I don't know if y'all can see, but they're really falling off the bone. Like, oh wait, I'm gonna see if y'all can get a close view. Okay. And ain't nothing wrong putting gravy on it. And if it don't look like this, you did something wrong, and I'm the one that's gonna take. But no shade to you, because everybody make mistakes. And thank y'all for watching this Thanksgiving feast episode.
Is it on?
Is it on? And this the outro?
Do I get to eat now?
Girl.